Hey guys, what's going on? It's Larry the Batman fan. So as promised for you guys, I promised that I would film the last pickups video here. The seller sent these out probably 5 or 6 days ago, and it finally reached me. I got 14 games in here. I did set one game aside because it's not meant for me. It's meant for my girlfriend. And that game is Bioshock Infinite. So I put that in the stack of games over here because she'll be receiving these for Christmas. And you're probably saying, gee, why are you doing your shopping so early? It's just what I do. I shop early to get that out of the way. But before I show you the PS3 games, the awesomeness in that, I'm going to show you guys what I have here. This seller on eBay was selling PS2 games, buy 3 get 1 free. So I got Shifters here, which looked like a pretty cool game. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I've been taking it easy today, just watching movies and stuff, but I'm going to eventually play this game. It looks like a pretty cool RPG, but I can't really tell y'all if it's good or not because I've never played it. So there's that. World Tour, which I actually have played. I'm not sure if I got this one for free. This one might have been the free one. I've forgotten already. Sorry. But this is a pretty cool scooter game where you go around and do a bunch of tricks and stuff. It's kind of like Razor Freestyle Scooter on PS1, Dreamcast, and Nintendo 64. It's kind of like that, but kind of like in the future. It's pretty fun. It's very surprising that Crave actually made a good game because, to me personally, I think Crave is one of the worst video game companies besides LGN. TDK makes a lot of bad games, from what I've heard. TDK, so because they were like a CD company. Like they transition into publishing video games, just like, ugh. But yeah, this is a good game, and I like it. MotorStorm Arctic Ridge. I have another copy of this game, loose disc, but it doesn't work. Every time I play it in the PS2, it freezes. So I decided to pick this up because the seller that was selling PS2 games, a lot of them were picked through already, and there wasn't a lot of good stuff left. There was a lot of like crap, like Madden NFL 2007, and other crappy games like NBA Shootout 2004, and just games that I would never want to play. So I got this game, and I have played the original MotorStorm. Well, I thought it was the original, but I guess this is the original. But the MotorStorm game on PlayStation 3, I have 2 of them in my collection. I don't have all 3, but I have 2 of them. And the first one that I played was on PS3, MotorStorm. And it's a good game, but the controls are a little bit slippery. But I know this game is also released on the PlayStation Portable, so you could get either one. But I've heard it's a good game. All the MotorStorm games are excellent. The first one, though, it's a good game, but the controls are not as good as the rest of the series. Second Sight, you can get this game on Xbox and also GameCube, surprisingly. But I have played this game, so I could tell you about it. It's a game where a guy wakes up, he doesn't remember what's going on around him. He ends up escaping this room, and then it plays out like a stealth game. So you got to use a lot of stealth. You eventually do get a gun and you get to shoot things, but you're kind of trying to unravel who it is you are and what you're doing in the facility, So that's what you're trying to figure out. It's a good game, and I recommend it. And then I got a PS4 game. I got The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. The Telltale series is actually pretty good, but the Walking Dead Survival Instinct game on PS3, Xbox 360, and surprisingly the Nintendo Wii U. That game sucks. Stay away from that game because The Walking Dead just sucks as a first-person shooter, but as a like survival horror game slash I want to say action adventure game, it's not bad. There's also decision making in this game too. You gotta like help people survive in the game, and you kill zombies in the game with like axes and baseball bats and pieces of cedar wood, things like that. And you also have to survive because you have to get gas and food and things like that in order to help you out when traveling, and you need food to survive and stuff. So it has decision making things in the game. So it does have some RPG elements that play out the decisions in the game later on. There's 2 or 3 others in the series here, and I gotta say that this is a damn good game. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I like it. It's a good game. I'm gonna play some more of that later. There's a couple other games that I gotta show you guys. I actually got those off a different seller. Let me grab them. Oh, here they are, right here. So, to add to the PS3 collection, I got Unreal Tournament 3, The Walking Dead. This is Season 1, I believe. Yeah, I'll be right there. Season 1. So, which I have beaten that game. I beat the second one, too. The second one I beat on not the PS3, but the PlayStation Vita. I know that was a multi-platform game, released on several different consoles. Army of Two, The 40th Day, and Red Faction Guerrilla, and then Eat Lead, and Mafia 2. Those are all games that I got off a different seller. So that's pretty cool. I have played Eat Lead on Xbox 360. I do like that game. I do think it's a good game. Got really hard at this one point, though. We got stuck, and me and my friend Ricky didn't know what we had to do to open up that bridge and get across it. Mafia 2 I haven't had a chance to play, but I know the first game, I'm sorry guys, but the first game stunk. I didn't really like that first game. Mafia, the original, it stunk on PS2. It was not a great game. But I've heard Mafia 2 and Mafia 3 are a lot better. Yeah, and Red Faction Guerrilla is a good Red Faction game, but they really changed up the formula from the first 2 games. And Armageddon I've also heard about, but yeah, no, I think the first 2 Red Faction games are the best, but Red Faction Guerrilla and Armageddon I guess have their place. Okay, now going back to this box here, I want to show you guys what I got in the box. You probably, that just reminded me of the movie 7. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, yeah. Anyways, Lego Batman, the video game. I had this game on PSP, but I'm such a big Batman fan, I decided to get it on PlayStation 3. So if I don't feel like playing it on the handheld, I could just hook it up to my PS3 and play it that way. So I have that. I know it's also on Xbox 360. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy that version too, because I'm such a huge Batman fan. I don't like to buy duplicates of games, but if it's Batman, I'm going to get the Batman games. You know it. Hence why my name's Larry the Batman fan. Even though this channel is more than just about Batman, it's about video games too, and rants. I know it's obvious, but I just had to say that. Quake Wars Enemy Territory, very good shooting game, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna play some more of that very soon. Red Dead Redemption. I had this game before. My friend Dylan gave it to me years ago when it first came out, but I don't know, I guess I traded it in, so I have it again. This is a great game. If you like Western games, plays like Survivor, John Marston, and it's a Western game, so you have your typical shooting in the game, and you got the horse that you ride on. You do like mission stuff. There is parts in the game where you can go to saloons and get drunk. You could choose to help a girl who's being raped on the streets, or you could just leave her be. There's so many things that you can do. Bro, I'll be down in a few minutes. It's just a few things that you can do, or a lot of things you can do rather. It's a lot of fun. It's a great Western game, and I highly recommend it if you guys like Western type of games. The old one on PS2, Red Dead Revolver, is also on Xbox as well. I beat that one a long time ago, but it was great. Sniper Ghost Warrior. I remember telling my friend Dylan to get me this game, and I never got it. I only got the second one. Picked this up for cheap on eBay, so figured, what the hell, I'll buy it. I bought it. Gonna play that eventually. All these I have not played, but I will eventually get to it. Dragon Age Inquisition. I have all the Dragon Age games now, and I'm looking forward to playing that. Here we have Untold Legends, Dark Kingdom. This game actually started on the PSP, and I thought it was a really good action RPG on the PSP, so we'll see how it plays on the PlayStation 3. I have heard this game sucks balls, and that's dog shit, but you can't always go by what the critics say. Sometimes the critics are wrong, but I'll play it and we'll see. But from what I played on the PSP ones, Brotherhood of the Blade and the Warriors Code, they were pretty fun. I don't know why everybody has to talk shit about the Untold Legends series. Dishonored, this is a good game. It's like action adventure with some shooting and stealth elements in the game. It's a great game. I've seen gameplay on it, so I know what it's about. I know the guy you're playing as. It kind of plays a little bit like Thief at times, but not as stealthy. But it does have some stealth elements in the game, and I highly recommend it if you're a fan of Dishonored. The sequel is on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. You could also get that game on 360. Fracture. Oh, this is like a failed first-person shooter, but I've played it before. It's not bad. It's a, like I said, first-person shooter, but you get to control the ground, like when the ground goes up or down. You have some sort of power that you can do to, like if the enemies are shooting at you, and like you're like pinned down, you can use the ground to like throw them off guard, throw them up in the air, and you get knocked off course. So you can either get on by or have the advantage of killing them off that way. So pretty cool. Starhawk, first-person shooter. Never played it. Looking forward to playing it. Dragon's Dogma. I also got the second one, Dark Arisen. I got that recently too. But from what it looks like there's some sorcery in it. And if it does have sorcery in it, I'm not going to want to play this because I don't play games with sorcery in it. Prototype. I got this for free because the seller emailed me and said, "Hey man, you bought all these games for me and I really appreciate you doing that and helping me out with some money because I really was in tough times. I was wondering, could you give me a game that you want for free? I'll throw it in for free." So I looked through his list of games on eBay and I said Prototype because it looked like Infamous, and so I was interested. So it's a little bit more violent than Infamous because obviously it's mature rated, but yeah, I look forward to playing that. I don't think they're ever going to come back with that series. I guess because it's too much like Infamous. But if they do come back with Prototype 3, please let it be good. Mercenaries 2 World in Flames, also on PS2, I believe, and Xbox 360. This is a good game. It's a third-person shooter. Mission objectives and stuff, and get to riding cars and shit. It's a blast. And the last game I have in here is Time Shift. A very fun first-person shooter game, which I did have once before, but I guess I traded it in, so it's good to have this game back again. So those are all of the PS3 games that I got recently. I actually, from the same seller, have 4 more games coming in from him because he has just some awesome games for dirt cheap and they haven't been picked through. Now over here, this is kind of a spoiler, but these are for OGP, and I do have about 10 more movies coming in for him. So, if you don't want anything spoiled, please stop watching the video. Otherwise, enjoy. So I have some of these are sealed, but a lot of them aren't sealed. I had to buy them used because they're cheaper used than buying them sealed. I will be sending these to Mr. OGP for the giveaways. So we have 007 GoldenEye, the Benzonians, which I don't give 2 shits about. I just obtained it from a guy I knew. I'll be giving that to him. The Crow, which I actually did buy, and this is a great movie. I'm sure OGP will be thrilled to give this away to somebody. Another spoiler alert is I threw $20 in one of the cases, OGP, and that's going to be for the giveaways too. So if one of the sellers ends up getting that $20 that's in one of the DVDs, they'll get a couple DVDs, candy if you throw that in, or one of those gag Q-tips or whatever he throws into the mystery bags, or misery bags as he's calling it now, and the $20. So be a good giveaway. In the Time of the Butterflies, this one's factory sealed. Got that for cheap. I'm throwing in a few bootlegs as well. Mulholland Drive, Holland. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Spider-Man Far From Home. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Gotta love it. This crappy movie, but whatever. I don't want it in my collection, so it's time to purge. Daredevil. The Tourist. I have like 3 copies of this movie, so I don't need it. So I'm giving that to him. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which is a great action martial arts movie. John Wick Chapter 1 through 3. I think it's on... Sounds like multiple discs in there, but it's factory sealed. That'll be a great giveaway. John Wick series is awesome. Push, which I think is an underrated action movie that not too many people talk about. So that'd be cool to give that away. And then I have Universal Soldier 2 and 3, but inside I actually included a bootleg of the first one. So the person that wins this or wants this will get all 3. I also had the 4th one, I believe, coming in the mail. And then I have this, which is a 4 film favorite Stallone collection. You get Demolition Man, Tango and Cash, The Specialist, and Over the Top. And I do have some other movies coming in the mail. I've got The Avengers, Infinity Wars, Dawn of the Dead, the remake, and I got Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and there's like 2 or 3 other films. They're not coming to me off the top of my head, but they're coming in the mail as well. And that's pretty much everything I got, folks. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.